focused, to me, focused perspective. But then I thought, you know what? There is a huge need. There's a need for renewable energy. And we've got to provide it to people. We've got to give people that education and that information. So why not me? Why not me? I've been doing this for a long time and my success has been minimal. And over the years, I've just felt like I've gained so much knowledge. It's hard to not apply that to my job. Um, but if I were to go and do something else. So for me, knowing what I do know, I just I can't, I'm not trying to let my kids down. Like these two, that they're what's most important. So, providing for their future. I always say, I think I say this out loud in my mind. I say this is out loud in my mind when I say, I don't know, I don't owe anybody anything except from people that came from my vagina or had anything with me coming from my vagina. Those are the only people. So obviously those two are gonna be the ones that we have to focus on, right? And then the two people that brought me into the world, that is my other focus. So being close to them is one way for them to build a relationship with my kids, but then also for us to be able to, get to them and help them for whatever they need. So it's been a trying time. My brother's just had these issues, and it's been a very trying time for my family. It still is. And my parents are just like every day they just get up and make it happen. And they're older. You know what I'm saying? They're old. They had us, but when I had my kids, basically, but they had two other kids before my twin sister and I. So they're a little bit older, and we want them to be around, but we want them to be around for as long as possible, as healthy as possible too. And that's a hard decision. Like when parents are not in the same town as you, like I'd love for them to live in this house with us. That will never happen because they love the house that they live in, which is the house that we grew up in, right? And I'm glad that they still have that investment, those memories and that life. So, what are you going to do? But they're a little distance away. And so we're going to have to figure out maybe, we're going to have to pull in other people into the equation so that they can help as well. And what that looks like, I don't know, other than, in home health care. And, they're like, we don't need that right now. And I'm like, okay. Some days that's how I feel. And some days I'm like, y'all need some help. But what are you going to tell 80-year-old people? Like, them elders, they lived their life. They've raised you. They've done the things. So they're like, you know what's best. You know what's best for us anyway. Oh my gosh. And then I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna film some of it, but I have one of my raised beds has a really heavy I guess I didn't tape up some of the areas of the hose, and so there's heavy waterfall at one point. So I put a big brass bucket tub that I have underneath it, and it's collecting water, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. It just started a couple days ago, but then yesterday there was a little lizard chilling at the bottom. I was like, oh, do they breathe underwater? And then I went and I poked him, and he floated off. So he's upside down in the water right now, and I'm gonna film that. I think it's kind of funny, but I'm sad. I don't know how he got and how that happened to him. I guess he slipped in, and I guess couldn't pull himself out. Now I'm envisioning the whole murder scene right now, and it sounds pretty grisly. Yeah. No one to help pull him out, no one to stand on top of to get out, and he drowned it. That's what happened to the lizard. The lizard drowned. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that that is a byproduct of a decision that I made to help contain the water that we need. I don't even know. I don't even know. It's just very interesting. Oh gosh, I was on the murdering spree also. For the caterpillar, the moss come in, they lay, and I don't see. I have so much green. I don't like pay attention to the green, horned caterpillars, as I just get them as I see them, and I see it because they eat the plant leaves. So there've been a couple on the okra leaves and on the sweet potato vines and the tomato plants. And so I can't have that. Like I've had green horned worms that were like that, this thick around, and like this longer than that, probably like this, chilling out in my tomato bushes. So I'm murderous. Like, you are not gonna hang out here and eat nothing else. You are a big fat bastard because you've been eating stuff and I didn't see it. And you don't eat the tomatoes, you just eat the leaves, and you blend in so well. So, and now that I found you, I'm very offended at this point. And I'm just going to grab a stick and knock you around and throw you on the floor and grab a rock and throw a rock on top of you a couple times until I see you stop moving. That is how murderous I am, caterpillars. So I guess they turn into, I don't know, do they turn to butterflies or do they turn to moss? I don't know. And I guess I'm going to look it up too. But yeah, and they ruined one of my watermelons. So, it's just, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. And sometimes the unaliving is the unaliving. I don't have any more tomatoes. I already moved my tomato plant that I had. And it's probably a 2-gallon container. And it had some, it's not as long as, I think it's like spiderweb. I don't ever see the spiders or anything, but it was something like that. So I put them back in the composting corner, that tomato, and we're gonna start over. So I'm wondering if that's gonna go for those out there, the bushy guys. There are probably a couple of caterpillars out there, and I will get to them. I think that's by how the okra got them, but okras they're fine right now. They're caterpillar free, so I'm feeling pretty positive about not having to commit murder. Anyway, you guys heard of a hori? I was calling it very hairy because I forgot the name of it, but it's a big long, no, it's not a big long, but it's a thick knife with like a pointy edge and serrated side and then a straight side. Horis are so dangerous. Like, I don't know why they have that name. Maybe because there's blades of both sides or something. It's a tool. It's a gardening tool. It is so dangerous. It's so sharp. Like, better than machetes sharp. So if you are looking for a gardening tool that is very versatile, that will dig the holes, cut the things, saw the stuff, whatever, the hori is what you want. I put my friend onto the horis a couple months ago. Completely happy, thrilled by this tool that I am very, I must have a violent spirit today because I'm talking about violence. But anyway, this tool is super sharp. So horis, HORI -HORI. I hear the lizards running around in my rocks over here. Anyway, I will let them be. No, I haven't dug into the sweet potato container, that tub, at all since those spontaneously started growing. They died and then started growing again when we were watering all the watermelons. So the vines are, a few feet long. I have no idea. I have to research how to even harvest those. I know I gotta harvest them like potatoes, but they're in a tub. Like there's limited space there. So the tub is bulging out in the front. So I'm hoping that's a sign that there are sweet potatoes growing down there. And then my other plants, my cardboard plants here are sweet potatoes. Those vines are growing. And that box is bulging a little bit too. So I don't know if that's just the pressure of the water, going towards gravity. Both of them kind of are going that way. So it could be that, or it could be that things are growing. I don't know, because I had the whole potato fiasco where I thought I was growing some fucking potatoes, and there were nothing. There was those little tiny, for months, probably like 3 months. I thought potatoes were growing there, and I had planted some onions too, but there was nothing. So planting the two little, I gotta water everybody. Because that sweet potato vine that we planted yesterday is in the sun, looking a little wilty. But the potatoes, those two potatoes are over in the corner. I covered the boxes yesterday because we did have rain. And I also covered it for the pepperoncinis because I have I don't remember what it's called, but it's a fungus. And that's what's creating the brown lesions, basically, on jalapenos and on the pepperoncinis. So I wanted to cover that tub specifically because the rain, it can't get it has to dry out. Like I can't give any more water. It's got to be dry for a couple days. So we'll do that, and then we'll go back to watering it just one time a day. I started watering it twice a day because, like with the other plants, I thought they needed it, but they don't. So I found a cool app for that. I don't remember what the app name is. Is it Plant Seek? No, it was something like that. Anyway, I have an app that diagnosed it for me. So thanks, apps. Plant apps that can tell me when shit goes in my yard. I'm like, is that a plant? Is that like something, or is that like a weed? And they come in all different shapes, sizes, all kinds of texture, everything. So there was one that was starting to grow, and I was like, oh, it's kind of cool. And I looked it up, and it just says it's a weed. I'm like, fuck you, out you go. I ain't got space. I got some space. There's some grass over here. It's grass from we tried to grow grass in the backyard. That didn't turn out so well. But there's still grass seeds in all of the dirt. So I was actually thinking that I might get even like the plastic ground cover to just cover up the dirt out here, because dirt blows everywhere, right? It gets everywhere. It's always up on the patio. And then maybe even halt some of the other weeds that are trying to grow. And that would give a good, I don't know, I think that would it's not going to dress up my backyard, not by any stretch of the imagination, but create some uniformity. That's what it is. I would just want a little uniformity. Yeah, so I don't know if you saw. So I have there's the shed, there's the raised bed that's got the greenhouse on top of it. Watermelons are out there. So no cantaloupe or cucumbers to speak of. I'm gonna go research what what's it called? The harvest time. Because those been growing. I thought it was like the last in March, probably. So just 3 months. It's taken them a couple months to to grow and to produce fruit, which is awesome. You know, when you're on group chats, you just get all the shit that you like. That's not something I need to know. Is Hopping Jeffries? No, he was speaking at 4:53, so he's probably not speaking anymore. Some more. Maybe such a name. I'm red. Yep, I'm red. Oh, when is that? See, y'all thought the bill wasn't gonna go through. What happened? The bill went through. Y'all thought it was a great thing when dude got elected. You were like, yeah, he's like pro-solar. It's gonna be good for the industry. Interest rates are gonna go down. Well, fuck you. That's not what happened. That's not what's happening. The rule was y'all had been bamboozled. Led astray, run amok. What's the other term? The term. I forgot the other one. Sorry, Malcolm. He said one other term, but yeah, y'all have been bamboozled. You got lied to. Like, you're always getting lied to. We're always getting lied to. Like, on every side, we're getting lied to. And we gotta, parse through all the shit, wait for all the shit to find the diamonds. But my gosh, could it be worse? And as a Black female in America, I have got to say that I must see this very differently. I must, because I am highly concerned. And I know that we're all just trying to live our lives and do what we can to provide for our families and be happy. But folks, we could have avoided this. Don't you think? Don't you think we could have? Any option. Biden, Kamala, any option would have been just fine. But now we have followed. And now we are going to find out of the followed. But it doesn't feel good. Just finding out, it don't feel good. And I think it's just gonna grow more resentment and violence and discontent and discord. That's all it's gonna do. It's not gonna move anybody closer to being more independent, finding more freedom financially. That's not what it was about. It's about controlling you so that when you're mad enough and you want to get out on the street and you want to, protest, at that point, we'll have martial law. At that point, you will not be able to protest. Oh yeah, you can protest, but you probably won't make it out alive. Or yeah, you can protest, but you'll be going to jail. Like, this is wrong, people. Isn't it normal? This is not normal. It's not normal. Please understand that this is not normal. This isn't normal. This doesn't have to be. This isn't how people do it. This is not the norm. So stop acting like it's just another day on the hill. It is another day. But it's a day of such disbelief and sadness. I can't even. express that to you. And that's half of why I don't want to go out. I don't trust this hoes. I don't know who's out here trying to get me or not get me. And I always tell my kids this when they're like, oh, I can't go outside because I don't get kidnapped. Bruh, ain't nobody looking for you. Ain't nobody wants you but you. So you can go ahead and take that walk, go ahead and take that run. You're going to be fine. So I'm concerned about, me a little bit, but I also know that I live in an area where people are trying to work. People are trying to take care of kids. People got responsibilities, and we're all trying to make it through this. I don't know. I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want me to say. What do you want me to say? It's getting hot outside though. What temperature is it? It's 87 degrees, y'all. And it's humid, that's why. It's 88 degrees. Mostly clear. And feels like 90 though. You got that right. Humidity is making it feel warmer. Yes, you got that right. The temperature, conditions, precipitation. 0 chance precipitation at this minute, but I'm sure it's coming. Visibility, humidity, 41% humidity. Kinda need it. We kinda need it. And I just want to go inside and I'm going to figure out how to download this faster, fix some things up. We just have to keep pushing forward. Don't be afraid. Try your best not to be afraid. It's scary out there. It's hard out there. It always will be. I don't think that'll ever change for us. But let's take control. Let's try to take more control. Let's try to do something else. We got to do more. We're going to have to work more, guys. We are going to have to work. We're going to have to work harder. We're going to have to work more. And I know you're tired. I am tired too. I'm tired emotionally, psychologically, physically. I'm tired. But there are people who are depending on me. I am depending on me. So we got to do this. Keep pushing forward. Keep moving forward. Onward and upward. Whatever you gotta tell yourself. Do your affirmations, which I wrote down, but I need to make a list of and I put it on my mirror in my bathroom. Do your affirmations. Do your meditation. Do your quiet time. Do your yoga. Do some Pilates. Stay flexible. Stay pliable. And keep doing what you can do. Do your best. We just gotta do the best that we can. And it's gonna take more. And God help us and God love us all out here to more of our plans. Dude, it's like so late in the day. I've been up for a long time and it's been late in the day and it's just the day is barely started. So what are you gonna do? I have not found any other reusable item for the garden except for wood. I'm not doing the gold conversion thing. I'm new to this, so I don't think I'm doing that very well. But I am gonna go out today because it's gonna be only 90 degrees. So that should be fine. And I'm gonna go search again because I need to. Okay, dudes, peace out. Peace. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here. I am Yaminha, and this is Back to the Earth.